How about loud swing, ladies and gentlemen? What a show last night,
Right?
man!
Epic. Super fun.
Epic show. We were talking about it today. Just one for the books, you know?
You're out of breath, aren't you?
Don't shush.
What? I'm trying to talk here!
That is Richard Spade. Don't shush him. Hey, I'm Rob. I'm Rob Bentley.
Guys, I think the room has a leak.
Is somebody farting? Has a leak.
There are things I understand, and then there's this.
Look at that, guys.
Wait a second.
Fireflies.
Wait. What's happening? You're gonna give the guy another stroke.
Wait a minute. Robot roses are taking over the auditorium. Robot like Warlock.
They're hissing robot roses. Oh, God. No. Well, it's not my birthday.
But it's not your birthday.
Hey! Thank you guys. That's great. I'll be on set working Wednesday, which is my official birthday, and it's nice to know that I have started off the week right with you all.
That's how we do. Nashville, Tennessee, hometown to me. Allow me to give you Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki.
Hi, guys. What was that? That was a squeak. You're so tired.
It's right here. Enjoy. The birthday hair.
The chest hair?
It's like the monkey who smelled his, remember that video?
Which?
How old are you?
Yeah, the monkey was like, I wonder what this smells like. He falls out of the tree.
You should send that to Catherine.
I didn't say that.
That's what that was like.
That is not what it's like. And then at Jack Daniels, they said the word bunghole a lot. Which made me laugh out loud every single time. And we were on a tour with probably 20 other people, and they all looked at me like, what's
And
wrong
when
with
he
this
starts
guy?
laughing that uncontrollably, it tickles me. And I then start laughing. And then now he sees me laughing, which makes him laugh even more. And the fact that he's now in hysterics, then I start, and then we start feeding off of the laughter. And before you know it, our tour guide is like, gentlemen, can I help?
How old are you?
What's the problem? And our only answer was, you said bunghole. And now we're in tears. We're laughing. Luckily, we're standing in the back because that's where we belong. And it didn't just stop there, because then it was our mission to try to get him to say it again. Which he did, which then it all happened again. And this poor guy, he's like a retired math teacher, so you can imagine how impressed he was. So stupid.
I almost can't even bring myself to say it. Bunghole. Thank you very much.
Since you find a lot of scary stuff on the show, what are you afraid of in real life?
Fear itself.
Afraid of.
Spiders or something?
Bears.
Bug holes, you know, whatever.
I'm scared of chairs that break on their own. I'm scared of bungholes.
So that's the one that we all know, which is knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting.
Right? We're all aware of that one. This was the one that we opted for that didn't make the cut, and you'll see why. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting sloth.
Interrupting sloth here.
Thank you.
If Sam and Dean had turned into a monster, I would vote for Dean to turn into Sam and Dean. Bow-legged fish. Bow-finned fish? Your fins are kind of, you have a leather jacket. You have a little fish impala, a fish pala. I guess I'd have to probably be a Wendigo or something, since I got the height. Thin man, yeah, something tall and goofy. I would love to play a shapeshifter. And shapeshift into somebody else, and then I'll have vacation. I always loved the shapeshifter dynamic. Those are always some of my favorite episodes. So I'd like to be a shapeshifter. I don't know if that's kind of what the question was, but yeah. What about you?
A witch.
Which
If you think about it, you know,
wouldn't you be a warlock? What's the difference?
don't be sexist.
Aren't male witches called something? Werewolves?
A warlord.
That's what I said. I said warlock.
A wizard.
A wizard.
I think we're,
He's already a wizard. Well, it depends. It depends.
Because you think about it, when we, you know, vampires that we hunt, they're always in like shacks in the woods. Werewolves, they're living in like, you know, these horrible, awful places. The only place that you find the you know, is, yeah, the only place you find like high-end hotel rooms and like living the good life are witches. It's like they figured it out. And I'll never forget, like, we're in this like, the basement of this really awful industrial park, and it's like just, it stinks, and there's, you know, there's asbestos and mold in just every corner of this place. And we're like torturing some poor soul, and one of our valley grips, Shane, he's just like, why don't we ever torture anybody in a Four Seasons hotel room? I kind of feel like the witches would. Rowena's like, I'm not going to the basement. I'll be in the penthouse. Oh, yeah.
There was an episode we did, we had a young actor, and he was tied up to the chair, and he started out with like a burlap sack on his head, or like a black sack, so he couldn't see. And I feel like he was a demon, or he knew something about a demon. Long story short, it was a hot day, it was hot on stage, and the poor guy kept, like he was nervous and hyperventilating for real, and he kept passing out. I know, yeah, so at first we were like, is he just getting really method?
Well, he just went out. Like it was, he pulled his sack out, and like mid-take, he was just like...
And Jensen turns to me and he's like, this guy's really overacting.
He's out. Yeah.
Wow, milk it, huh, buddy?
Wow. Juilliard? I wouldn't have overcommitted like that, but good on you, Ben. Way to stick it out. Yeah. That certainly wasn't a penthouse hotel room. Yeah. So, anyway, there you go. And I guess we'll get back to you on the whole Warlock, Warlord, Wizard
What's a warlock?
Depends what universe.
fiasco.
Warlock is evil, which is gender neutral.
There's different rules for different universes.
No.
What about this universe? Warlock? Wizard.
Warlock sounds cooler than wizard.
I'll be a Wizard.
A Warzard?
A Warzard.
I smell a season 16.
However, I actually have a funny story from that trip. So the next day, I went to, the crew knows it, the next day we went to Lyon and I watched the World Cup final, the Women's World Cup final, with my wife and my buddy who I had been with and our families, and then the day after that, they were gonna leave and sort of road trip to San Tropez or something. And my wife and his wife come running into the downstairs area, we're playing foosball with the kids, and they're like, there's a fight outside. There's a guy, he just pushed a girl into a car. It's like 2 p.m. And so, so we're like, my first thought literally was, well, we're not in Texas, so no one's gonna shoot me. So I'll go out and I'll try and assist in stopping the fight, diffuse the situation. And so we run outside, and sure enough, there's a guy and a gal, and they're going at it in French, and I don't speak any French. So I just kind of walk up to the guy.
Well, some French.
And you'll figure out what French very soon. And so the guy is, I run up to him and I kind of put him in some overhooks. I basically just kind of bear hug him. And he's not fighting back. It's clear to me that he doesn't want to fight. It's more like the passionate French fight. If I knew some French, it was like, blah, 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 blah. Like, he doesn't even look at me. He's just like, I think he was happy that there was a guy holding him, like, hold me back. And finally, so I'm holding him, and the girl gets away from whoever's holding her and comes up and hits him. And he kind of like, he kind of faints back a little bit. She didn't hit him hard, but so now I'm kind of holding him, and he finally looks at me, and he looks and goes, "Surnaturel?" And I say...
And it was the only thing you understood in like 5 minutes, right?
Yes, exactly. And I say the coolest thing I can think of to say in the limited French I know, which is, oui. To which he responds, boom. And then goes back to arguing with the girl. And I'm like, what is going on? We're in Lyon, like, and so finally she gets away from who she's with and storms down the street. And I kind of let him go and do the universal symbol for like, you good? Like, you're not going to chase her down? Like, he doesn't speak any English and vice versa, I don't speak French. So I kind of do this number, give him thumbs up, and he's, yes. And his friend walks him away, and then as he gets about 5 steps away, he takes his friend's arm off him and he goes, "C'est moi just deal." C'est moi just deal. Merci. I look to my buddy and I go, pardon my French, that's the weirdest fucking thing that's ever happened to me. Again, I suppose not French. And so we walk in and we tell, so the women, Jen and his wife Kristen didn't come outside because they were keeping the kids inside in case something got rowdy. And I walk in and I tell Jen the story, she's like, no one knows who you are. I have a witness! So we've been on set doing C'est muy just dire. Merci. Weirdest things ever happened in my life.
Supernatural family, please say hi to Tess. Tess, where are you from?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Very, very cool. She's like, you love it. Apparently there's good beer in Asheville, North Carolina.
All right, then.
Wonderful. So you are our last question. So we're going to let you see what we have the awesome blessing and opportunity to see
Say
what
hi to
we're here.
everybody.
I don't want to put too much pressure on this moment, because I don't like doing that.
You hate.
Yeah, you hate putting pressure.
Pressure is not my thing.
No, it's not.
But I think it's fair to point out that this is not just the last question for Jacksonville. It's the last question for the calendar year at the Supernatural Convention.
It's the last question of the decade.
Of the decade, Bobo.
Of the decade.
Okay, no pressure.
So it should resonate throughout the years. I'm just saying it should matter.
Right, okay. And what is your question?
So I really struggle with anxiety, and you guys always keep fighting him, which just meant a lot to me. So I was wondering, what do you guys do when things get hard? What do you do to push through, and how do you keep going?
Well, first off, that kind of bravery and courage to get up in front of hundreds or thousands. That was.
We like to find the ones that struggle with anxiety, bring them on stage and scare the shit out of them.
I think not only is that,
I'm so sorry.
that was my first step, was mentioning it. Honestly, that was my first step, was trying to find the courage that you found at a much younger age than I found, and stick with that. Mention it. There are people around you who love you and care about you. And you're here now, which means you're kicking ass. So keep kicking ass.
What do you do? What do you do when you're having a moment? Is there a
Well, I've done a lot
little
of
routine you go through? Is there you take a minute? Do you call somebody? Do you put on a song?
That's a question. I try to find people that I know and trust and love, and just reach out to, just talk about other things. I try and stay away from the news and from, there could be a lot of divisive things, but I just try and surround myself, and I've had a few things that I do, I'll go for a jog or something like that.
I know this, I'm going to bust him on this one. I know that I have gotten a call and I've gotten my door knocked on a few times, and I've heard 4 words come out of his mouth, and it's, I need a friend. So, whatever it takes, if you got to talk to somebody, you got to listen to some music, you got to go for a run, if you got to just sit and be with yourself for a moment, do that. And keep in mind, those that may not struggle as much as you guys with anxiety or depression or whatever it is, everybody struggles. Everybody needs to take a moment. Everybody needs to find something that helps them get on with their day. It's coffee for me. Everybody has something, and you're not alone. Please know that.
Let's hear it for Tess.